want to kick it off with, Tom?
Let's see what it gives us right from the get-go. And it's going to be a little bit of Devin point of view. Who better than the guy that wants the revenge? He's going all the way over towards top center. You can see on the player outlines what the strategy is for Evil Geniuses. They're pretty well spread out as well. Nobody dropping first blood quite yet. Epic 1v1 going on. Roy's got a BR. This is just a pistol. Nice trade coming on. That camo is still available, though. Sims and Contra's got that railgun.
Yeah, have a look for Contra's POV now. Railgun down bottom in pit. Sees one to the left-hand side. That's going to be destroyed. He actually gets destroyed as it hits him straight through the box. Lunchbox anchoring over there on the bat. Jumps up, gives his old teammate one to the face. See you later, Devinator. Off of the server he goes. Now he's got top-middle control, Tom. Now Evil Geniuses have the time to make something happen. Down goes Ryanoob as well. Two are going to be spawning on the vat. He's in a pretty good place. Double kill as well. Looking for the triple. It's right in front of him. There it is. See you later, my friend. And now they're going to flag. Overkill for Contra, baby. Here we go. EG coming out of the box, Tom.
Yeah, they're coming out of the box. That's probably Lunchbox with the cap eventually. But Contra, what a way to start this game. Overkill within 1 minute, and he still has one railgun shot. Looking for Destroyed, not going to find it. Got to be careful here. A couple of players from Evil Geniuses are dropping all around. Roy with the nice perfect shots on the Destroyed are going to reset the table over here, and finally Contra is going to drop. But look at that. Roy still top center. Lunchbox picking up a kill. Evil Geniuses, what a dream start for them.
I'm on the POV of Roy right now, just looking around. Gary, did you mention you couldn't have asked for a better start? Thrust to the left, thrust to the right. Rhino comes down. Hand of God. See you later, Roy. He's going to take one to the face. Rhino trying to make his way up top mid. I'm going to find his POV now. He's actually downstairs, unfortunately, in the pit. He'll be taken out. Moving over to Tuga, just having a look at his POV as well. Tom, Railgun's going to be dropping up in 20. Roy's call for some help and support, which Tuga's there to answer. Now he's going to rotate down through bottom mid. That's going to be the pit. Excuse me, not bottom mid, actually be a pit there. Devin in front of him, you can see on the player outlines, just being annoyed and a nuisance by that player over in the generator. And here comes the big flank. We got one player, it's going to be Contra, asking for help. Doesn't survive, but you know what? There's a player there to at least eliminate that one. Both flags are on the move now, Tom.
Yeah, Ryan's got this flag on the other side. You can see he picked up a flag kill onto Lunchbox. But look at that. Tuger goes pretty much untouched. Roy has the railgun. And as I say, he goes untouched. He just gets completely lit up. Switching on over to Prototype. Haven't seen anything from his point of view yet. And that's going to be an immediate grenade kill coming in onto Lunchbox. And that's going to give numbers on over to Evil Geniuses. Devin's going to have to get this kill onto Roy. He's not able to find it. But yet they still get the capture and the camo as well. 33 Destroyed grabbing that one. Can he stay alive? This will be huge. Lex to sprint away, and it is the right play. Heads up play coming out from Destroyed, and that's what's so scary about this Team Cryptic team. Whenever you have Ryan on the team, he's so aware of when to go in for the objective, and he gets the flag so far and then communicates on when to run the flag, and that's what made him so deadly in Halo Reach with that same style of flag running like in Halo 5. So it's tied up 1-1, and Destroyed still has camo inside of the Evil Geniuses base. This is scary here. Team Cryptic on the move.
I like what he's done, though. Throw the flag out. He's probably believing that was the other player actually meant to get. Roy misses an unfortunate railgun. That's going to cost him as Destroyed. He's still allowed to wander around. You can look at the radar. The player has just got the red dot a tiny bit bigger. Goes one-on-one with Tuga. Tuga's poking out, but unfortunately gets dropped. Flag's going to get scooped up. It's inside the base. Prototype's coming off the spawn. That's going to be it. 2-1 to Team Cryptic as Destroyed's body hits the floor.
That was not all Destroyed, but wow. Destroyed staying alive with that camo. Pretty much bought so much time. And he put down so much damage. That pre-grenade that hit Contra over on the elbow. The heads-up play, like you said, just to toss it out, Sims, and stay alive. And then just to escort the flag back. And all of a sudden, what was an amazing start for Evil Geniuses, Contra with the overkill within the first minute, getting the flag cap. All of a sudden, they're on their backs here. They're on the ropes.
Yep, we've got Lunchbox at the top of the scoreboard with 11. Contra up with 10. But at the moment, Evil Geniuses, fair enough, they're getting the kills, but they are down in this map. Destroyed one-on-one battle. I'm on the POV of Roy over here. Picks up the fresh railgun, but he's unfortunately getting tanked up from VATS. We'll scope in. Nobody there. They're going to be running away. You can see in the player outlines as well. There'll be a nice battle going on over here at Treehouse. Grenade comes in. Devinator comes down. Roy, that's either the second or third railgun I've seen him miss now. Unfortunately, the grenade will go in. Misses his teammate, so it wasn't that unfortunate after all as it lands underneath the legs of Devinator. There's the second kill as well. Takes out and clears out top mid. Lunchbox, though. Nice double beatdown coming out of him. He will get the railgun up as well. Roy spins around and a pinhead. looking for this one player. It's an important kill over in Treehouse. Push him out of there and make some advancement onto the side of Team Cryptic. But he's just rotating back, waiting for his brother. His brother's got camo as well in the form of Lunchbox. And this, it's a nice play. Just be a little bit passive and a bit defensive for a second. Make something happen. Few more kills. Then they can make a big push, Tom.
This is good, but this is what I'm worried about. Look at that. They take so long with all this control and all this slaying power to run the flag. And Ryan's already flanked them all. And if Roy doesn't have Railgun there, he's getting the flag pretty far. And this Railgun, all this ammo, all this time that Evil Genius has had control means absolutely nothing, Sims, unless they actually get and run the flag.
Lunchbox is doing some work, though. 14 kills for him in tow. Now we're going to see Roy push in, but there's 2 players there. Doesn't know that one's hiding in the gen in the form of Ryanu. But look at this collapse. Lunchbox just comes in from the side, but unfortunately, they've not taken care of a player that's behind them. He run through the garage, take him down. Contra's still sitting up strong top mid. I'm going to have a look at his POV. Tuga's just met him as well. At the moment, he's just trying to find some more players. One person will be jumping up in the left-hand side in the form of Zeke. One-on-one with Prototype. Perfect kill. And a reversal comes out as well. Nice work from Contra, showing why he is one of the best aims in the game. But here comes Destroyed. One-on-one battle. Will force him back into the base, but he's in trouble, Tom. So many bullets, so many grenades. One player comes around. He's no shield whatsoever. Down he goes.
Yeah, Contra doing whatever he can. I was on the other members, Team Cryptic, and they were just collapsing everywhere. Contra was the only one laying down shots and staying alive there. Everyone on Evil Genius is just dropping like flies. They're going to have to utilize the fact that they're able to get in control here, and someone just needs to run the flag. They just need to go in, get control, immediately push in. Contra finds a double kill. This could be the moment that they're waiting for. That's going to be Prototype, though, again, coming up big and finding 2 kills.
He does have 2 players inside that base, though. We've actually got Contra. It's actually going to be Lunchbox. Contra must have dropped. Yes, he did inside the base. So Lunchbox scoops up the railgun. We're going to see Ryanu running through Treehouse, taking top middle control. Contra says, not today, my friend. Camo's up as well. Going to grab that. Slams it into his chest. Now he's allowed to roam freely. Now he's going to make his way from top mid. He needs to do something with this camo, though, Tom, rather than sitting up there, which is exactly what he's going to do. Biaz there as well if he wants it. Will opt to change out from the Magnum. There is a one shot, but he's just playing passive and just playing a little bit sneaky. It's working, though. Oh. Opts to not bother shooting. He's just going to stay down. And here comes the defense, though.
Yeah, that was the last guy alive. I don't know if this is going to work out. I mean, that's the thing. When you're going up against a team like Team Cryptic, you have control. And if you make a mistake, if you play too passive, you just get punished because all they care about is going for that flag. And that is why they are going to win the game. There it is. Third flag capture going in. The ruthless play of Rynoob. I'm telling you guys, he does not stop. When it comes to CTF games, you have to get him out of your base. You have to account for where he's at.
That's insane because I think my maths isn't very good whatsoever, so you might be able to help me out here, but I think they got severely outslayed. Unfortunately, Tuga at the bottom, 5 and 13, but still 10 assists, which is absolutely fine. Contra, 18 kills and 10 deaths with the overkill at the start as well. It just didn't seem to, you know, fair enough, he got that and they got a flag cap, but the kills just didn't really seem to move on into the objective, Tom. Not about you.
I mean, I'm just sitting there staring at the flag grabs. 3 flag grabs there, 2 for destroyed. That's 5. That's a pretty good ratio, capping 3 out of the flags that you ended up tossing out of there. And that's just amazing textbook CTF Fathom play. But let's take a look at that overkill from Contra because that was some really nice shots coming out from him. And him and Lunchbox playing really well in the kill death department. But here's the thing is someone's got to get in there. Someone's got to run the flag. And that just wasn't happening for Evil Geniuses. So that's just really, really unfortunate for them. But now they move into Rig Slayer. Again, I predicted this was going to be a 1-to-1 split here. I'm definitely predicting Ogre 2 and Roy to bounce back here. If they have 2 bad back-to-back games, they're going to just be kicking themselves going into the loser's bracket. So it's not necessarily over if they lose both of these games, but you do not want to start off poorly. Yeah, you did see Cryptic almost get reverse swept here, but they want this. This is too close for these guys to let it slip through their fingers.
Totally. And even, you know, fair enough, the loss, you go, it's game 1. This is still a best of 7. This is still double elimination. There's still everything to play for. You know, from an individual standpoint, Lunchbox, Contra, they had absolutely amazing games. You know, the kills are there. They're doing well. They're getting the raw slaying power. We're moving into a Slayer. Will that transition across? Possibly. But we do know exactly what Cryptic did earlier on in Rig Slayer. Anything's possible, but I still think that you're kind of right here, Tom. Fair enough. We're going to see Cryptic take game number 1. For me, I'm putting game 2 well and truly in the hands of Evil Geniuses, and you kind of called it perfectly. If they lose this next one, going 2-0 down, it's really going to hurt the team spirit, especially when you're going up against your ex-teammate, because Dev, he's going to be laughing at this moment in time.
Yeah, and then you have Empire Strongholds, and when you're down 2-0, going into Empire Strongholds, you have a bad start, and they get pit captured, and they may get overshield and camo. You're screwed. There's no other way to put it. I can't think of another word to put it besides just you're absolutely done for. You might as well just stick a fork in yourself, because these teams, I'm expecting even at the actual Halo World Championships, for just flawless textbook Strongholds play when it comes to people having control. And that's why getting triple capped on is so scary nowadays, because once that happens to you, if it's a full triple cap with control of the weapons, you're going to get goosed. There's no other way to put it.
Too many people, and I'll even include myself in this one. Too many people a few times they'll panic a little bit when the triple cap comes on and a team just starts to really slay heavily on you. You start to panic, the communication breaks down, everyone gets a little bit upset with one another. But you know what? This obviously isn't a stronghold, this is Slayers. Let's see how this game in hand goes. One-on-one battle did go down with Contra. He will lose that one apiece at the moment. I'm going to move over to, in fact, I'll say, whose POV do you want to go with, Tom?
I'm on Rynoob right now because he has a sniper over in Nest, and you don't think of Rynoob as the guy to grab the snipe, but one of the great things about when Rynoob does have the sniper is that he does switch to his pistol pretty often if you know that his team needs help. So if he misses a shot or two, he's just going to immediately switch on over, and then boom, he's going to go to his pistol, just like he did right there.
Just like that, as if it was magic. Lunchbox accepts the challenge. Tuga down in the kill feed as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 members of Cryptic. Body hits the floor. Contra decides to jump off the map. Why not? Fair enough. If you want to do that, that's absolutely fine. Takes away and eliminates one. 1-4, the current score at the moment. The weapons are going to be in the hands of Evil Geniuses. I'm trying to find that sniper, and it's actually in the hands of Lunchbox. I'm going to be on his POV. Turns around, whips one person that's going to be destroyed. Devonator comes running down the hallway, puts a couple of bullets in him, forces him back. Then you can see out there on the player outlines as well, he's got one player just flanking from behind, which is absolutely fantastic. I believe that's going to be Roy. So at the moment, look at this setup. You've got 3 on the back, and you've got Roy out here on the outskirts. He's kind of just boxing them in and really forcing them out. Hopefully, this will transition into a couple of faces that Lunchbox can find. But they know where he is, and at the moment, it's just drawing attention, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, this is a smart play, though, for both of these teams. Set up, wait for the picks, but also wait for the next camo if you're on the blue side. If you're Team Cryptic, just camp it out, wait for it, and then just make your move after that.
Still wandering around then. Back rail, 1, 2, 3 players. They've got this locked down. Tuga does have scatter shot in hand, so if anybody wants to wander around, they can do. Scopes in. They're not actually going to find any faces. That's 2 bullets, 0 kills at this moment. In time, 10 minutes remaining on the clock, with 2 minutes into the game. And only 5 kills. Well, 6 if you include Contra's unfortunate fall off the map. Rynoob backs off for a second. He knows we have a wild Lunchbox on this back rail, just trying to look for him. Camo will drop. This is a big camo for Cryptic. Now here comes the push. They're going to break in. Rynoob attacks from the right-hand side. Lunchbox, unfortunately, drops off the map. Ryanoob's going to grab the camo, and all of a sudden, Tom, it's 5-5. Cryptic just absolutely smashed Evil Genius's setup to pieces.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that you can do right there if you're Evil Geniuses besides just block messages from supportive, please, for the love of God. Rynoob does have camo over here, and he's got the Storm Rifle, so this is going to be very, very important that he stays alive. All tied up 6-6, and if you are Team Cryptic right now and you just came back from 15 kills, I don't think any scoreline is going to scare you, Sims.
No, especially when you've done what you've done earlier on to Allegiance on this map. I'll be extremely confident. Rynoob just wandering around, Storm Rifle in hand, as you mentioned before, whipping out the good old Magnum to finish it off. Doesn't need to do it this time. One player up on the Batland ledge, and all of a sudden, he's found himself a sniper rifle. His teammates are actually spawning around him over here in the bunker, so they can just set up. Fair enough, we're still all drawn 9-9 apiece, all tied up. 840, plenty of time to do things with. Still running so his shields aren't coming back. Please stop for a second, Ryan. Come on, there we go. And now the camp will come down. 1, 2 players, their knees hit the floor, just crouching around, being sneaky on the back rail. You can see them, well, you did see them for a second on the player outlines. Ryan knows that the game, essentially, kind of, the swing is in his hands. If he can connect these shots, he can do some damage.
Yeah.
And, oh, all of a sudden,
now he has
Tuga.
to bail. Yeah, he has to bail.
Yep.
Well, that's the thing is, he saw Tuger, and Tuger's the guy on Evil Geniuses right now. That's the huge player. And you also have Lunchbox, who's sitting above Rynoob on the player outlines on the bat ledge. But Scattershot is great here. The fact that Evil Geniuses has this means that they can try to get that and use that to get in the camo area and try to go eventually get the trades and at least burn the camo. but this is just a poor decision by Lunchbox to get traded right there, because that's exactly when the camo's coming up. Contra's going to get picked. Devin's going to drop as well. Ryan's already on top of blocking the spawns. There it is. Tuger's going to drop as well. And now this is all ready for Team Cryptic. They can pretty much just set up here and just wait for Evil Geniuses to make more mistakes.
That's all they need to do. They can just essentially just feed Ryan. Fair enough, he's missed a couple of bullets. He's going to use the scatter shot as bait. He did get a cracking kill on that left-hand side underneath the overpass. Nobody pushing in for that scatter shot, but they know exactly where Ryan is. There's one. There's two. See you later. Roy and Lunchbox, they will drop. The brothers in arms go down. Ryan just jumps out, takes a scatter shot, so he's got some defense. He knows where they're going to be spawning. Look at this. Times it perfectly. Hits one, and now he rotates back. Ryan,
perfect Halo.
God, this man's just playing like an absolute beast.
Oh, it's just perfect Halo. I mean, the thing is not only is he doing this, he's also calling out to his teammates, watch the spawns. I'm watching these spawns. I'm going to need help over here. Calling out exactly who the one-shot guy is, where he is. And this is just textbook Halo coming out from Team Cryptic. And it's all led right now by the scattershot snipe guy, Ryan Noob, just sitting up here, camping top tower. And I love to see this type of Halo being played, because you watch Team Optic play, and you watch Envy play, and these guys are extremely talented with the weapons. So talented that they get extremely aggressive, and they start flying at you and just rotating the spawn so quickly that you don't have time to even think. This is just really methodical play coming out from Ryan, and sometimes it's really hard to respond to this unless you are extremely aggressive and so well-rounded like the top teams that we see in Optic and Envy. And
what's actually scary is that Ryan's actually not top of the board here for Cryptic. It's actually going to be Devonator with 8 kills and 6 deaths, doing what he does best and just being that incredible slaying master. Ryan Noob, I'm still on his POV because at the moment there's no point in jumping off. One player fancies a crack at him, so why not? We're going to see Contra hiding up on pipes. All of a sudden, look at, you mentioned it before. He takes one bullet and his teammate just comes in out of nowhere. Destroy just hits the shot over his shoulder, Tom, keeps him alive and saves one from going on the board for EG and puts one back on the board for Cryptic. Ryan Noob in a bit of a tight spot there, got shot from either angle, but that doesn't matter. I'm looking for that sniper rifle, Tom, because that essentially could be a game winner for the next team, which managed to acquire it. It was down in pipes, and I don't think, looking across the sidebars, no one's actually picked it up, so I'm wondering if that's fallen off the map. No, it hasn't. Ryan Noob has found it once again. He's just grabbed it. He's going to jump up, and they're just going to run away with this game, 32-18. This is looking
Whoa, don't
GG.
jinx it. Sims.
No re.
Sims.
What
is wrong with you?
I know it
What is wrong with you?
Before, but
I cannot believe you just jinxed the game. I mean, Lunchbox is jumping off the map. This is worst case scenario for EG, but the great thing for them is that you just jinxed it, and it doesn't matter. I don't care if it's 49-17. Sims, they're still going to come back now that you just said that.
Nope, guarantee you. All right, then, whoever comes back buys the beers at Burbank. We'll say that one. Please don't die, Rhino. Please survive.
The good news for me is me and Sims got to spend some time together, and you can only drink 1 beer, so it's not going to cost me very much.
What a scumbag. You did me like that on Twitter, now you're going to do me like this on stream. Why not? And in the middle of Rhino just landing shots like that, you can't do me like that. So, double the scoreline, 40-20. Sniper rifle's finally going to go in the hands of Evil Geniuses. Now, well, he's only got 1 bullet. It's going to be the man, the myth, the legend that is Ogre 2. 1 bullet in hand. Can he find a face? I mean, we keep talking about these individual players. At the moment, it's kind of about a team game because perfect Halo. Another player goes off the map. That's 4 players off the map now.
Watch out.
So they're going to do the comeback by committing suicide. I like it. I see where this is going. They've heard you. They've heard the call.
And now they have weapons in control of the map. I mean, Tuger's got snipe. This guy has
1 bullet though, bro. 1 bullet. Come on.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Here comes the comeback. Everyone knows why it happened, by the way. So when you guys, see Sims and you're a Cryptic fan, just shake your head. Just shake your head.
It's going to happen, isn't it?
It's going to happen. They have control. Ryan's stuck. He's going to, unless he gets like something miraculous here, he's going down. At least Contra drops to prototype here. But, this is the thing that's really scary is they have 3.5 minutes left. So you can see they're going to have to get really aggressive pretty quickly. And that's why you can see just flying with the scatter shot as Lunchbox. But that's a couple of trades coming in. And that's all you need to do. If you're Team Cryptic, just for the love of God, go for trades.
Camo has just popped. Dev's eyeing up spawn over in bunker. He's got a DMR in hand. He's just looking to see if anyone needs some help. Call's coming out. Tuga will drop down. Down in Pipeworks, unfortunately lands in the line of Ryan, who punches him in the jawline. Unfortunately, the goat will drop down. Dev just creeping around though. He's getting chased hard. Look for Lunchbox to get an easy kill here, which he does, but it's traded off at least by Destroyed across the map. Contra's POV at the moment, 31 to 46. All of Evil Geniuses have just rotated back, but unfortunately, it's not really going to do much because on the other side of the map, you've just got Cryptic spread out. You can see on the player outlines as well as I'm on Contra's POV. Prototype's just been a nuisance, gets the call out. Contra's perfect shot does come in. Roy jumps off the map. That's the 5th. I don't know if we need to make a bit of a command in the chat for Suicide at the moment because everyone just seems to enjoy jumping off the map. Splinting Head's going to go in. No hit markers are found, Tom, and he's just going to sit here and wait up top, up on the Batman ledge.
Oh man, these messages are cracking me up. Yeah, I mean, this game is all but over. 2 kills here, 2 minutes left. There's no way that Evil Geniuses now is going to be able to come back. We can pretty much call this one, but well played coming out from Team Cryptic, honestly. I mean, they just played it textbook when it came to locking down bunker spawns and just being aware of where the enemy team was. And they never got overly aggressive. They constantly just backed off. You saw Ryan just constantly looking and zooming in. And the only time that he died was when he predicted a player was going to spawn there, and he still left. So just, you know, almost perfect Halo coming out from Team Cryptic in terms of what they needed to do to win that game.
And unfortunately, Destroyed he just teabagged the goat at the end. He just teabagged the goat. You don't do that to Ogre 2. You don't teabag the goat.
Until the series is over, Sims. We learned.
That's not fair. We learned that full. In fact, I learned that firsthand by doing that to someone and getting dumped on. But yeah, at the end there, a little bit of an unfortunate play from Tuga. Someone running with a scatter shot. It was, of course, Destroyed. So we'll see if that puts a little bit of a fire in the belly of the gut to come back and do him, to be honest, because pre-Devonator, he's wanting revenge. 17 and 13 coming out of Dev. 13 and 6, keeping the Dev super low. Ryanoob, great work from him. Unfortunately, Contra not having the best of games, though, in a Slayer. 7 and 16. That's a big scoreline. That's a big deficit.
Good luck to all you guys sending messages because notifications are off. So just so you guys know.
Oh, I have my notifications off all the time.
I don't know why these notifications weren't off. I never have notifications on.
Oh yeah, mine are well and truly turned off. I've learned the hard way on that one.
Oh yeah, it's the worst. But there was some funny gamer tags in there. Jobless Kratos was probably my favorite one that popped up.
Wow.
There was a good one. There was a couple other good ones in there. But here's the game types, guys. It is 2-0. In favor of Team Cryptic. Not how I was expecting here, Sims. Expected a 1-to-1 split. Now you're down 2-0, going into Empire Strongholds. Are we going to see the pit being captured by Team Cryptic? Are they going to get overshield control, camo control? Because that is just going to take all of the air out of the Evil Geniuses balloon, and that's going to send them right to the losers bracket. I mean, being down 3-0, can they pull a Spartan and Friends, a Team Allegiance, and possibly pull the reverse sweep? I don't know. I don't know if that's in the cards for 2 times in a row.
You see now, you kind of, I mean, you called it perfectly. When you're going into a map like Empire Strongholds and you 2-0 down, the pressure's really starting to backbuild. And it's, let's be honest here, Empire Strongholds is a very, very, very messy game type. It needs a lot of communication and it needs a lot of execution, especially when one team controls that pit. To get pit back takes perfect playing Halo. You need to take the outsides first and work your way in, because if you don't, you are just going to get slayed, and slayed. It does take, you've really, really got to get your objective efficiency down and work as a team to just, as I mentioned, work on the outside first and work your way in, because if you don't, the points just rack up thick and fast. This map can escalate very, very quickly.
Yeah, it really can. And what's going to happen here? Are they going to still have the same communication, or are they going to have to change something on the Evil Geniuses side? I'm not sure, because a team like EG, they're not, you know, there's nothing strategically probably wrong with them. They're maybe making individual mistakes. I don't think that they're objective-oriented enough, and we saw that in CTF Fathom. They can't let that happen here in Pit, or not in Pit, sorry, in Empire Strongholds, because if they allow the Pit to get captured when they have control, that's just something that is unacceptable in my opinion. So we'll see if they make any mistakes objectively in this game type, because you saw just the counter pulls coming in, just complete control coming out in CTF Fathom and nobody pushing for the flag. Obviously, every game type plays so different. That's why I love these best of sevens here. But we'll see. I mean, if Evil Geniuses doesn't win this game, it's going to be so difficult, not only for them to make worlds, but to stick together as a team. I mean, what do you do if you just fall flat on your face here? So this is it. They need to win this game. They need to rally all of their energy. Evil Geniuses fans, if you're in the chat, start spamming as many EG symbols and logos as you have, because if these guys need your support, This is the game that they need it. Their backs are against the wall, and Team Cryptic is ready to knock these guys out, or down to the loser's bracket, excuse me.
But don't excessively spam emotes because Moobot will get you. Moobot is...
Oh, is Moobot?
Moobot is an angry man, is Moobot, so be careful, otherwise he's gonna take those emotes and throw them in a bin. But yeah, certainly I think we should have some Tuga Take My Energy in the chat. Get some hype going because they're looking dangerously down the barrel of elimination here. Fair enough. It's still a best of 7. Still anything can happen. We can go all the way, and I'm expecting at least 1 or 2 of these matches to go all the way tonight. I wouldn't expect any less with the level of Halo that is going to be played tonight, and of course, the teams that are playing this is as high as it gets. Fair enough. You've got our teams that are already locked in for Worlds over there in the top 6, but we said this before back at Vegas. There was between 10 to 12 teams, Tom, that could be going potentially to Worlds, but we've only got 7 slots to hand out, and now we're only down to 1.
Yeah, well, in this game, I want to highlight some of the players from Evil Geniuses because we've seen, a handful of players play kind of poorly, in my opinion, from Evil Geniuses, or below their standards. One of them being Tuger. I mean, Tuger didn't have the best game 1, had a pretty poor game 2. Contra fell pretty flat on his face in the previous game after having a great game 1. The one player who has been the consistent in terms of the stats, at least, and I'm sure he's there with the communication as well, has been Lunchbox, who's arguably the best player on Evil Geniuses. So we're going to have to give him some love here, starting off on Empire Strongholds. Let's scroll through and find out exactly where his point of view is.
Here we go then. Jumping straight up into tower. Grenade goes down. We'll take out the barrels. And no one's even challenging this, which is rather interesting. So that's going to be a nice, easy, free camo for him, Tom. We're going to see 1-2 members of Cryptic advancing down. Going to drop down and help out his brother, Roy. That's going to be the OS guy. I'm not sure if that actually clipped in or not. I don't think it did. That's going to be Dev with the overshield. So I'm going to hop on board with his POV.
That's huge.
That is massive. That green gun missed its mark, and now they're going to take Pit. And more than likely, I'm looking for them to collapse. I like this play by him, though. Fair enough, he has the OS, and sometimes you want to get stuck in and do a bit more damage. But he just rotated to tower, so you can just be the bodyguard and be the bouncer over here at Red Base.
Yeah, he's doing exactly that, and Roy wasn't expecting to go into tower and see an overshield guy. And look at this, now he's also watching the outside area too and laying down shots from security, and that's exactly what you want to do in your tower. But Roy is listening through his headset and realizes that, but perfect play coming out from Devin. Take that, Roy, dropping him with the barrel.
Roy is no longer our boy. Roy is dead, unfortunately. He played that one perfect. Roy comes flying around the corner, and the barrel just deletes him from the server, destroyed in the kill feed, takes out Contra also. And look at this collapse. The teamwork that you mentioned earlier on, Tom. The call out comes in thick and fast. Predevinate is there to answer the call.
Play. This is a perfect
I like
play.
This.
He's going in a little late.
I don't think he realized that Tuga were there in the corner, though, did he?
No, he didn't, but that was a perfect play. If he would have just crouched there and waited for these guys to come out, that's going to be a 2-on-2 situation here. Now this is the last guy alive coming out of the window there. That's Devin and another person that was inside, or actually outside, excuse me. Are they going to be able to get the pit here for Evil Geniuses? Epic 1v1, Tuger going into the pit. Is he going to be able to take it? That's going to be, yes, Evil Geniuses putting the first points on the game for themselves.
Lunchbox's POV with me at the moment, taking up place in tower, BR in hand, doing what's been done to Evil Geniuses the entire time, and just as soon as they get some sort of tower control, Cryptic just come in and shut that down. That's, I mean, look, all of a sudden, we just got Dev, exact same place as what he was before. Now he's putting pressure on the pit. Roy's going to go steamboating in one-on-one with Dev. They do have some support. Devinator stays alive a little bit longer than what I expected him to. But Evil Geniuses, they will at least keep control. Ryanu Prototype jumps out for a second. Puts a bullet in the top of Roy's head to at least just be a nuisance. Still crouching down. Catches one. There's a second player as well. Look at this play. Just holds back for a second. Dives on in, though. No fear whatsoever, but don't realize that player's got the overshield. And Roy, once again, put back into the death screen.
Oh, the
not
bag.
Again.
The bag. Oh, no. Put some honey with that tea. And that's going to be Rynoob over here in security, flanking around all 4 members of Evil Geniuses. Caught in a red base, and Tuger with the huge kill on Orion. Even if Ryan gets that trade, everyone from EG going to be stuck inside red base. But either way, this is great for Cryptic. They're able to just lock this down and just bait the pit.
That's the second time I've seen Tuga challenge a guy while he's no shield, which is, I mean, fair enough. Why not? If you've got a good shot, you can have a crack at it. But he's died both times now. Grenade comes in from Contra. Ryanoub goes out. I'm over on Tuga's POV. At the moment, as soon as I say that, down he goes. Tom, every time I switch someone with the dead, I'll let you pick somebody.
I'm on board with Prototype right now, who's just been locking it down. He's just sitting over there waiting for players again to go into the pit. That's going to be Contra. He's the first player to push in, and he's got another player tracing him in the Turbine. 2-on-1, and nice damage done by Prototype, but still not able to get the kills, and that's going to result in Evil Geniuses taking back the pit here. You can see the score, 52-16 and counting in the bottom right. And Evil Geniuses, they're going to need to do something to come back here. They need to maintain control until these next power-ups come up, and then once they have that overshield and the camo, which they do have timed, that is their chance to come back in this series.
Lunchbox though, perfect kill on Destroyed, getting some avengement earlier on for the quick bag, looking up towards tower. They need to be aware of this next OS because it's going to be vitally important. Why do you say that?
Right there, they were just way too aggressive. They didn't need to collapse there for the triple cap. They could have just set up, and now they're, and yeah, there it goes. There goes the pit, right back on over to these guys. But yeah, Evil Genius is able to pick up a couple of kills. That's good for them. They capture the side base. Now it's up to the pit here. Roy's going to have to make sure that he's helping over here. He's not taking the right angles. Instead, he's just going for camo. As Evil Genius is able to capture the pit, they are. So heads up play by Roy. Instead, he doesn't need to help his team. Instead, he grabs the camo. He does get that burned, though. And now it looks like Evil Genius is going for the side base, and you do not want to trade the side base for pit here. And look at those amazing nades coming in also from Ryan, who almost kills that player, but you do have Contra with the overshield pushing in. Now that's a triple cap for Evil Geniuses. This is what they need to do here, but now Lunchbox is the last guy alive. Is Team Cryptic going to be able to capture the pit? This is huge if Lunchbox can continue to lay down damage. He finally gets dropped, though, and pit goes back on over to Team Cryptic.
That's absolutely insane. Contra did some really decent work with that OS. He managed to get a few kills, take bottom mid, then move on over into blue, take blue. But as soon as they get some points on the board, Cryptic is just back, breathing down the neck once again. Dev with a double kill in the kill feed. I'm going to hop on board with his POV. He's looking over towards red base. It's going to be Tuga, who replaced him on the team, takes him out. In fact, it's Destroyed again. Every time I just see in the feed, Destroyed assisting his team left, right, and center. Kill feed, we will see Contra at least picking up a double. He's looking for that triple. It's not actually there. It's going to be Roy who eliminates Mr. Prototype. Ryan Noob also gets one on Tuga down in Tower 1. He's just wandering around, getting his shields back and looking over to red base because Evil Geniuses collapsing in. They're going to transfer 2 plots back into their hands and continue the points. But it could be short-lived, to be honest with you, Tom, because if you look at Pit, it's getting taken back again.
Yeah, Roy was a little out of position, but now he finally comes in at the right time. Perfect reset coming in. Overshield dropping soon, camo dropping soon as well. Lunchbox in the pit. Getting the reset now. Evil Geniuses on the verge of tying this one back up in a very, very crucial Game 3 where they're down 2-0 in this series. If you guys are just joining us, welcome. This is the winners bracket finals of the LCQ for the Halo World Championships. Evil Geniuses taking on Team Cryptic. Lunchbox with the double kill, looking for more, and this is huge because he's picking up kills already outside, waiting for these next round of power-ups, and this is what Evil Geniuses needs. Killing spree coming out from Lunchbox. You do have the side base being taken as well, but you have Roy. He's going to be laying down some damage. He's going to get the reset. This has been all Evil Geniuses the last 3 minutes.
They've smelt blood. 1, 2, 3 members of Cryptic will fall. This is what you get when you start teabagging players, Tom. You called it yourself. Now they've got the triple cap and they're really applying the pressure. Look at this rotation. He gets the call out. 2 members are going to be spawning from Tower of Cryptic. In comes Lunchbox, just keeping them trapped in this base. Fair enough, they're going to take that one back and take a, you know, at least eliminate that triple cap for a few seconds. But, oh, bit of a, windy punch there from Lunchbox, unfortunate for him. But as I was saying, fair enough, they lost blue, but it kept them pinned back into that area, so that once again puts more points on. But in the meantime, all this has been going down. We've been talking about this. The 2 plot transfers back into the hands of Cryptic.
We'll see. That is the mistake that I was worried about from Evil Geniuses. You had players worried about capturing the side base while the pit is being captured, and we all know that is just not the right decision. However, Evil Geniuses is in the right place at the right time here, going for the pit. Prototype not able to get that, so even though they did kind of choke away that setup, they're able to retake it back pretty much instantly, and now it's only going to be about 1 or 2 pushes left for Team Cryptic, and this game's going to be over. You could see 87 points here, only 12 more now before Evil Geniuses takes their first game of the series.
Yep, just got to keep a hold of it. He will opt to run past the silence. They are a bit cheeky. If you want to be sneaky, one player that's going to be Contra comes in, begins him support. May have just shot his teammate in the back. That might not be good. I'm looking for some sort of ground pound or something to come out here and get a stop on this pit area. Another windy beatdown comes in, but there's two players. Oh, that was going to be a big kill. I think the grenade actually managed to get him. It did. The death grenade came in. Contra comes in, gets the save, but unfortunately now we've got two members of Cryptic make that three. They're all diving in.
Unless Evil Geniuses gets in, they do contest. Wow, heads up play by EG. If it was just a split second more there, Sims, you saw all the players in the pit, ready, full shields, willing to take on the players from Evil Geniuses flooding in. And that was the must-win game that Evil Geniuses was able to muster out 100 to 77. Taking a look at the kills and the deaths. Pretty solid game overall by everybody on Evil Geniuses. Everybody pretty much going even in slays, honestly. I mean, very well played game by both teams. I think the slays were virtually even.
The one big standout player for me, 21 kills, 16 assists, and only 15 deaths coming out of Dev. But when you actually look at his stronghold captures, he's doing the objective and the slaying work. What an absolute monster of a game from him. 7 strongholds captured, 3 strongholds secured. And then when you're doing, 11.3 KDA with a 2.9k damage stat, that's pretty insane. Yeah, that is absolutely insane.
And it looks like Evil Geniuses did get outslayed just a little bit as we take a look at that series layout. And just, if you guys are seeing now 2-1, Team Cryptic is up against Evil Geniuses going into CTF Coliseum. Again, CTF Fathom was a 3-1 here. You can kind of expect to see the same type of thing coming out from Team Cryptic, just aggressive towards the snipe side of the map and just constant flag pulls. If you get a flag and you get it pulled on the Evil Geniuses side, you have to watch the overextension.
So the one player we kind of want to watch for here who's been playing out of his mind on this map is RyanNoob. We're watching some of the strats and some of the plays. I mean, we saw what he was doing back on the rig, but on this map in particular, you kind of, alluded to it earlier, Tom, how he's not necessarily the one person that you always expect to have the sniper rifle. I think on the rig, he was just taking and making use of an opportunity. But yeah, I'd certainly be really careful about RyanNoob and trying to shut this man down and box him in on Coliseum, because he's just... he does nerdy plays, and Coliseum, it's a multitude of jumps and multitude of heights. He's the one player that can be really, really sneaky or really, really slayer. It depends which way he wants to go, whether he wants to be objective-minded or he just wants to go the route of, okay, I've got a sniper, I've got a rocket, I'm just going to smack these kids around. So for me, RyanNoob is the one guy in this match that Evil Geniuses, they need to be careful of. But, I say that. Any of these 8 players have the capabilities to go off. And, of course, now Evil Geniuses, they've smelt blood. They've put a game in the back of the net. Let's see how they're doing this one.
Yeah, we'll find out. Let's see if Team Cryptic's going to be able to take advantage of the advantage that they've given themselves, at least, by going up 2-0 in the series. Now it's 2-1. They need to win 2 more forced to 4 games here in this best of 7. Starting it off with, let's go a little bit of Roy point of view over here and see what he's going to do. Looks like he's going to opt for the push over towards the maze, and he's going to meet Destroyed. Destroyed has the jump on him, and now Roy's going to have to back off, which is going to leave Ogre 2 in a 2-on-1 situation. Roy still a little bit out of the play. A couple players staying alive. Nice damage coming in from Destroyed, and look at that perfect play, and Destroyed. He's getting in a little bit more melees on the bodies than I was expecting.
Unexpected item in bagging area, unfortunately, as we do see Destroyed just doing some serious work on EG. Down, got Contra at least takes out one. Devonator answers back with a double kill with the rockets. We're going to see the flag on the move as well. Contra's forced to move back. Dev does have those rockets, so that's another one gone. So that's either 2 or 3 oh dear, be careful, Sunshine. Does manage to stay alive. Dev is going to get another touch on this. He does have a grenade in the form of Roy coming down. Roy picks up a double as well. Contra will be able to secure this one, put it back to the base, but he's also in a good position as well to do some serious damage off the spawn here on Cryptic.
Yeah, again, I just don't know why you would go and start giving these guys more incentive to try harder than they need to actually try. But either way, it's working for them. They're up 2-1 in the series. Contra is the last guy alive over here on the elbow. Flying in. Can he get the 1v1 onto Destroyed? Is he going to go to the back? He does. Destroyed again with the body business. Everybody kind of getting some action over here. Roy now, he's stuck crouching, and this is what Evil Geniuses does really well. They plays defense, they set up, wait for the numbers, but Roy just kind of sitting duck, like a sitting duck right there. Him and Lunchbox going to drop for pretty much no damage. Contra, he gets the perfect down. Here comes the elbow run. This is the second time we've seen the flag come out towards bottom center area, and Roy was the guy to stop it last time. Is it going to be Roy and Lunch again? Lunch bottom center with the 1v1 against Ryan. Ryan has the assault rifle, but you can see he can't take on 2 players at once. Gets them both no shields, but that's not going to be enough to get that flag capture. That flag should be getting returned, even though Prototype's picking up kills on the other side of the map.
Yeah, 3 players from EG will collapse down on that flag. However, it puts them in a bit of a bad position.
Are they not getting that re? What is...
No.
Okay, they need to get that return. And Prototype had a couple grenades there that he could have chucked, and that could have been really bad for Evil Geniuses. And that's just one thing, Sims, that just drives me a little bit crazy with this Evil Geniuses team is someone needs to step up and just do the dirty work. And when I think of this team, I think of Lunchbox as the guy to do that, but I think about everybody on the team necessarily being someone to go and get that return, and everyone just kind of stood around assuming that other people were doing it.
Yeah, textbook error there, unfortunately, and it did put them in a position where they were, kind of allowed themselves to get slayed. They did manage to get back up for all but a second, but once again, we can see the pressure's back on because the flag's actually been moved. It's going to be Devon, I believe. Look at his POV. Yes, it is indeed.
Wow.
He's going to stick that one in and put a point on the board here for Cryptic. The pressure now falls back into the hands of Evil Geniuses. Destroy takes out Contra in the kill feed. Sniper Rifle's going to be popping. I believe that's also going to be going in the hands, if they're not too careful, of a Cryptic member. Lunchbox sitting back, being a little bit too passive here. We're going to see Contra out on the on the rocket wing. He does get forced back, and so does Pre-Devonator as well. But we do have Ryanoob. I believe I can see it on the little box on the left-hand side. Excuse me, on the right-hand side. He's going to have a sniper, so I'm going to go on to his POV, Tom, because he's in Evil Genius's face. Misses, unfortunately, one vital shot. Could have kept his teammate alive. Misses the second as well. And all of a sudden, Lunchbox comes in, says, see you later, Ryanoob. Give me the sniper rifle. Let's have a look at his POV. He does need to push out. Nobody from Cryptic can make a move on this flag anymore. Evil Geniuses, they're on the aggressive push.
Yeah, and I was watching a little bit of Destroyed point of view while you were watching Lunchbox, and that was the guy that was trying to keep alive, and if he's able to hit those snipes, that would have been key. Some guy that is hitting snipe is the guy that picked up the weapon that was left on the map. That's going to be Lunchbox looking for the trip skis. Can he find it? Ryan is going to hide, and where's Ryan going to go? He's going to make his way to your base, so you got to be aware of that. Watch for the counter pull over here, and someone's going to have to account for Lunchbox because had an opportunity to sit there and coach Straight Rippin in the Evil Geniuses versus Straight Rippin scrims, and Lunchbox started the game on a 15 spree. So this guy is deadly with the weapons, and you can see him put them to work already.
Overextending a tiny little amount. I'd like to see him. Oh, well, saying that, I would say I'd like to see him force off a little bit, but he did know his teammate had rockets, jumped in. That's going to be, I believe, Contra running this flag. But 2 members of Cryptic are already inside the Evil Geniuses base. So there we go. You'll just see it from all the likely here, Towery in the communication saying, right, you drop the flag, someone else run it. It's going to be destroyed. Oh. That's what you get for teabagging, baby. In comes a bullet, 50 cal between his head. His brain's going to be splattered all over the grass area, but they need to get some sort of return on that flag if they want to stick it in a point on the board. Here comes Lunchbox. Yep, there we go. There it is. There's the return. 1-1. EG answers back.
Yeah, they got it. That was, just awesome sniping coming out from Lunchbox. Fantastic quick scope on the guy through the smoke, running the flag bottom center, almost saving that cap because that could have been a scary flag standoff. And remember, I said Ryan, he was alive and he snuck to their base. And look at him. He's already there pulling another flag over here. Can he stay alive, though? He's got Ogre 2 stuck over on the flag side. He's going to be in a 2-on-1 situation. Ryan could either fight this or elect to run the flag. He gets the kill. Nice damage from the assault rifle. And look at that. He's just taking so much eyes right now from Evil Geniuses. He just outsmarts Lunchbox completely. Doesn't even worry about the flag because he's communicated that that one's being ran. Goes for the return. Gets the Spartan charge. Perfect play coming out from Ryanoob.
I have just seen the most wildest battle going on over on the opposing flag. 1, 2, 3 members of Evil Geniuses, they all committed to getting that flag in, but several players from Cryptic, they were just hiding in the basement over here on red, and they got the return. And as you said, Tom, 2-1. We're going to see Cryptic put another point on the board for themselves. Devon is caught off guard downstairs. Easy kill for Lunchbox. However, they're down in the scoreline, so they need to be careful. The assist comes in from Roy. 2 members coming off the spawn, though. They're hiding in the back of the base. The passive play is coming through for Cryptic. But look at Ryan. You mentioned earlier on about him just being the... Oh, Spartan charge. Lunchbox will drop, but Ryanoob's on the opposing side of the map. Roy's picked up Sniper. I'll let you decide who you want to go on board with, Tom.
I'm on board with Reinoob right now because he made his way all the way towards the elbow, got the rockets after he killed the rocket guy, turns around, gets the reversal onto Ogre 2, and now he's still staying alive over and choking elbow spawns. If someone runs this flag over towards the elbow, this is a cap, but nobody's pushing in, and he loses the rockets. Just a little bit more patience from Reinoob, and that could have been the game.
So we got Prototype up here on S3 with sniper rifle, missing a few shots, misses a second. A lot of people missing shots at the moment. They're just not quite connecting. Roy comes in with a huge grenade. Contra finishes that one off and takes him down. Roy's also falling. I'm going to go onto the PO. I was going to go on the POV of Contra, but unfortunately he just got blown off the server. Let's hop on board with Devonator instead, who's also just found himself a sniper rifle. Going to run back for a second. Scopes in, but it doesn't matter because Reinnoob's got that guy over on the elbow. Destroyed is helping him here on the wing. He does at least see them spawning over on red corner. Needs to be careful of Lunchbox, though, out on the wing. That's no problem for him. Bullets to the brain, left, right, and Roy in the kill feed, though, is doing some work. Finally, they're taking him down. 2 for 2 here for Evil Geniuses and Cryptic. We're going to see EG coming off the spawn over on red elbow. Contra just hiding up, and at the moment, Pre-Devonator, he's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, trying to stay alive, and fantastic work from him to do so.
Yeah, nice job. Shoots out the nade towards Lunchbox. That's not going to hit because the thrust comes out from Lunch. Contra going to find one with the carbine. Devin's really going to need to find this kill, and he does. Perfect shots coming out from him. Even looked like he had a little bit of help, but no, that was all him. Destroyed finds one onto Contra as well. There should be numbers advantage going on over to the guys on Cryptic, but no, Evil Geniuses shuts it down because Ogre 2 picks up the double. Let's see if this goat is able to push in towards the flag. There he is pushing in with the Brute Plasma Rifle, and that's doing some serious damage on your shield, so you're going to see a lot of players electing to use that and then switching on over to their pistol. Roy's going to find 2 with the flag. This looks like it should be a flag capture here for Evil Geniuses, and nice run over down towards the elbow, but here's the thing. Ogre 2 has to get back now. He needs to get this slay and immediately come back because they're going to overextend extremely quickly, but instead he's running another flag. Let's see if this works out.
This is incredible stuff, and like you mentioned, how they were playing the spawns, more than likely going to throw this one down. He's going to pre-grenade as well. Those grenades are actually going to find a target, so that player on the opposing side is going to be weak. It's going to be Prototype, no shields whatsoever. Roy's there to try and collect, which he does indeed. 2 players, they're all dive bombing onto that flag. They will get the return, but it was a nice effort, and at least, you know, they're still in it. 3 minutes remaining on the clock, 2-2 apiece in flags.
Close. I was worried that that was going to come back to bite him because if the slays didn't go in their way, they could have got countered on. But fortunately for Ogre 2 and Evil Geniuses, they were able to get the kills, and now they're looking to push in towards the Cryptic base over here. They have some pretty good numbers and information on where these guys are at. One player popped underneath the base. This guy doesn't even decide that he wants to shoot with his pistol. He's going to go for the no-scopes instead. Devin's over there locking down the fountain area. They have to get Roy out of this cave ASAP, and they do. Ogre 2 has the snipe, though, so let's see if he's able to do some work with it.
Just as I move across the POV, the old goat will land on my screen, but unfortunately, as soon as he does that, down he goes, destroyed again with the sniper rifle. The flag is being run. This could be potentially the 5th and final flag of this match. Grenades are coming in thick and fast. Destroy's there to collect, getting shot up in the back. That's going to be it.
Wow. That is Reinoob again. Before you know it, he's already halfway there. You just think for a second, you focus on your shot. Next thing you know, he's running your flag, and he's halfway there. It's just crazy how fast the guy runs the flag and looks for opportunities to push into the base. Doesn't matter how huge Roy goes. 26 and 13. It's all about those flag grabs as we take a look. 6 flag grabs, 3 captures coming out from Cryptic. Looks like 4 flag grabs coming out from Evil Geniuses. Only 2 captures, so either way, very well played by Evil Geniuses, but it doesn't matter. They're down 3-1 in the series now. Roy's playing out of his mind in terms of the kills to deaths, but they're going to have to brush it off here. They have to win 3 in a row now, Sims. Otherwise, they're going to face the winner of our next series, which is Splyce versus Allegiance.
And of course, if they do match Splyce, they did get eliminated from Vegas by that roster, so that also wasn't a best of 7, so interesting stuff. If they do go down, they have a very nasty team. Either Allegiance or Splyce awaits the loser of this match. But you mentioned Roy, 26 and 13, big things out of him, but destroyed by name, destroyed EG by nature, 21 and 16, 8.6 KDA, 3.2k damage as well. Awesome stuff for him. But I mean, there's kind of this, you know, we're saying about these kills and stuff. 14 and 20 coming out of Lunchbox at the bottom, but 19 assists and 3.2k damage for him also. You know, he's certainly helping his team out. It's not all about the kills, though. It's about how many flags you can stick in the back of the net. And unfortunately, it was Cryptic who came out on top for Evil Geniuses. We're moving into what could potentially be our final match of this series.
Yeah, we'll see, because we talked about how these Slayers are going to play in Evil Geniuses' favor, but momentum heavily on the side of Cryptic, because you just saw the score lines, 3-1 in favor of Cryptic. So moving into Truth Slayer, this is definitely a game type where I feel like Evil Geniuses can win. Will they be able to win it? Are they down right now? They're not out of it, but they need to just brush it off, because Destroyed, he did exactly what his name was in that game. I was on his point of view for a majority of the later part of that game, and he was just winning all of his 1v1s, and he was so confident, and that's why he's over there smacking bodies. So we'll see if that confidence is going to carry over. They're one game away. Keep in mind that they almost got reverse swept by Allegiance, so they do have a little bit of weaknesses in terms of closing out series here, but they cannot do that against Evil Geniuses if they want to move into the Halo World Championship. So here it is, guys. Game 5 in this best of 7 Truth Slayer Sims. Who are you calling it? Who is going to have the most kills in this game?
I think for the many years that the man, the myth, the living legend that is Tuga, how many years he's been playing this map, fair enough, it's in a different form each time we see it in every single Halo, but it's basically mid-shift. So my money's on him. I want to go on with his POV, see what kind of standard he lives up to. Grenades are going in thick and fast. Takes out one. Initial kill on the board there. We'll get forced back into the base all for a second, just to get his shields back and stay alive. Grenades coming in thick and fast. One-on-one battle going down between Lunch, Splinted, though. He's going to crack Destroyed in the face. Finds his visor, melts him off the map. Prototype right in front of him. His teammate, it's going to be Contra straight across the map with that Magnum. Long-range shots coming out of Cody. Takes down that one player, but the grenades, they're coming in nastily. Will drop one. Destroyed will find it. And this time, he opts to not drop the bag, Tom.
Yeah, he doesn't, because he's got to stay alive, and he's continuing to lay down shots on players with this battle rifle. He's got pink control for his team. This one's all tied up at 5. Camo not for quite some time over here, but still players going to want to be pushing over towards the pink side. Look at this P3 damage coming out from Destroyed, taking both players down to no shields. Doesn't realize a player sneaky, crouching down above him. Who's that going to be? That's the Go Ogre 2. You can hear those footsteps just cracking down above him. Sees him on the radar. Is not aware that he's going to be dropping. There it is. There's the drop coming in, but he's aware of the grenade. You're going to have to get Ogre 2 out of there somewhat, but Destroyed is just playing around him perfectly and still laying down shots. Prototype comes in with the help. Amazing teamwork coming out from Cryptic.
This is incredible. The team shot is absolutely real here for Cryptic, but it's still not forming into a big lead. 1-2 players. That's going to be Contra and Ogre 2 pushing up here on 2P1. Several members do drop, though. You can see the Lunchbox backs off. One-on-one battle. Destroyed wins it. Look up in the Eli, though, because once again, here comes the Splinter Nade at you, in your face. Tuga.
Wow.
Fortunately, I believe, Tom, he may have got stuck behind his own Splinter Grenade there, so he couldn't actually jump back up and just ended up getting pinned back by that player on P3, and it was an easy kill for them.
Amazing plays coming out from Destroyed, and look at this. They're going to collapse immediately on the Evil Geniuses base. Everyone flooding in. They're all no shields in this little cubby over here. Can Destroyed get the kill? No, he cannot. Ryanoob's there to try to clean up. Devon's around the corner as well. Prototype gets the double. Devon gets the beatdown. Nice little lead over here. The way that you see this game playing, you would think this has been completely one-sided, but Evil Genius is only down 7 kills. Not the end of the world, but if you keep running in straight lines, Devon's just going to lay down the perfect shots. Roy answering back with a perfect of his own, though. Maybe that's going to slow things down a little bit for EG, but they need to get into pink.
Yep, they're down by 7 kills here, 12-19. 9:16 remaining on the clock. 1, 2, 3 members of EG. They're over on the pink side. Devonator comes in. Perfect kill on Devonator. Comes running through the car. Down he goes. Roy just checking out, making sure no one else is there over in the bubble. 2 players are going to be spawning, though, in car 1. 1 player going running bottom mid, so they've seen him on the radar. He also got the call out that he is tagged up. He's just spraying around. Oh, if he'd have got that kill, that'd have been sick. Ryanoob does, at least before he goes down, puts Roy to no shield. And once again, they're spawning on car side. But, you know, there's the assist at least coming in, so Tuga will pick up 1. Contra does fall. Tuga falls after that, and at the moment, he's just trading back and forth, and all of a sudden, that 7-kill lead that Cryptic had, it's down to 2. In fact, it's down to 1, Tom.
Yeah, Evil Geniuses pretty much gave him a taste of their own medicine, trapped him all car 1 there. You could see everyone frantically sprinting out and trying to get control of the side bases. I'm wondering if it would have been just a little bit better to slow it down and get control of the bubbles and force Evil Geniuses to kind of charge out since they're down in kills. But either way, 1 kill lead here for Team Cryptic. I'm sure they'll take it when they're up 3-1 in the series, but that's going to be 2 kills going on over to EG. Both these players are trapped over towards the blue side. Nice bait and switch coming in. Destroyed's gonna have to win this one 1v1 onto Ogre 2. Ogre 2 in the sneaky. Perfect shots coming out from Destroyed, only missing 1 or 2 bursts there. And now we're tied up again with this camo coming up. It's control back on over to Cryptic.
Yep, 25-25, even Steven.
Wow.
Finally, we do see. Look at that. This is insane. Going back and forth. Free Devonator takes out Lunchbox with a nice nade. Sword comes flying up the lift. Now it's in the back of his pocket, so he'll be able to run freely. Carbine as well. And we know how much damage this weapon does on this map. It's so accurate and so. Just the range on it is incredible, and the accuracy. We're going to see Rhino on the left-hand side call for some help. Tuga walks out, gets a grenade to the face. Yeah, it just lands on him. 1, 2, 3 members, though, of Cryptic. They're all eyes on the prize down on that camo. I believe they're going to be able to get this one. Tuga standing strong, though. He's got Roy behind him who can offer some help. Splinter grenade will go down. Tuga once again up on P3, though, pushing them back. And now it's going to be Cryptic who answer back from tying it up and take a nice little lead here.
Yeah, 2-kill lead. I mean, it's not the most comfortable lead in the world, but I want to hop on board with Prototype, who had some really, really crispy shots coming out onto Ogre 2 P2. Now he's trapped underneath this base, and Roy is the only guy over here. They're going to have to kill Roy and realize that these players are pushing up onto the pink street. There goes the trade coming in, and here comes the collapse onto P2. Prototype's going to eventually get the call out that these guys are all over there and start laying down some support from the window. There it is. I love when players get into the window and lay down shots on the players pushing up towards the pink street. That's the right way to play this one. Now Prototype going to immediately rotate after Rhino picks up a double kill. And are they going to collapse on the space? Nice grenade, assuming someone's going to be over there. No one's in that pocket quite yet. Flying in there. That is the aggressive play coming out from Team Cryptic. Most players would have just sat back in that base and just sat in the window the entire time.
Man of the hour at this moment in time. It's Devonator, though. He's just sitting strong up on P3. Will drop down to P2. Carbine in hand. Most kills as well on the board for his team. He's sitting softly at 11 and 5. 11 and 9 coming out of Prototype. Destroyed with 10 and 9. 9 and 9 for Rhino. So everybody, no one going negative. Pre-Devonator goes in a little bit too much. I like that, though. He'll bounce off into the corner. Miss the lift. Does go back a little bit too aggressive. Will give away a free kill and give away a sword as well. Ooh. Tuga, nice kill from him, though. Rhino to at least stop any advancement inside the base, so they can clear out the base, pick up the sword as well. We'll stay on board. Well, I think we'll go across to Tuga's POV. I don't know who you're on board with, Tom, but I'm on with the GOAT himself, just looking over. Grenades are coming in thick and fast. Bullets flying past his face like something out of the Matrix. Destroyed over there. Hanging in P2. 1, 2, 3. Possibly. Got the third shot off on him before he ran away. His teammates below him as well. But this is just a straight split here from Cryptic, Tom. 2 on P side, 2 on car side. EG needs to be careful they don't get boxed in.
Yeah, Roy flies in with the sword P2 and he drops. Destroyed gets the kill with the battle rifle. That's huge. Oh. And then he gets the kill with the sword. That is the big game changer there. Roy not able to connect with the sword. This map is just opened wide open for Team Cryptic to try to put the nail in the coffin into Evil Geniuses. Rhino with some perfect shots on the players over towards the car side. Another player trapped in the bubble. He's going to find the double. Is he going to be able to close this one out with the over? There it is. Final kill going to Destroyed. Rightfully so. What a final game coming out from him. Fantastic, fantastic series for Team Cryptic. They move on to the grand finals, and they're going to have to be beat twice in order to lose this tournament. It is pretty much their tournament to lose, and that is a huge advantage for them moving forward. Now Evil Geniuses moves to the losers bracket and faces the winner of our next match, Splice, taking on Allegiance. Looking at the stat sims, 14 and 9. Impressive stuff coming out. Team Cryptic overall, they just played dang near perfect to their play style of game. If you guys haven't seen Team Cryptic, that's the way that they like to play Halo. They're very, very aggressive as a team. They love to collapse on one another. They are very aware of the spawns, and they're very objective oriented, and that's why we're seeing them do so well as we take a look at the series.